reaction when Donnie switched it up and put you with Dahlin and looked pretty good to us? How did you think it went?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. It was, I think, in the morning we were talking to Wooly. He said he was with Hager, so we were kind of speculating what the other pairs were going to look like. But it was fun. I think we had a decent game, and we're still together today. So Donnie must have liked it a little bit.
We've kind of seen you come full circle. Obviously, you used to be the first-round pick. You were once 21 here, so you know what he's going through. But he's played 200 games by the time he's 21. So how did you approach going into that with him, just getting him to calm down and play a steady game?
I think it's quite a big difference of me when I was his age and him. He plays with the puck very well. He's confident. He's got, he's unbelievably smooth out there. And I just went into it like any other game, just try to be solid, responsible, and just do my thing and let him do his.
Don was talking about how he's pushed you to get better, and before he even met you, he examined a lot of video of you and said you have to do this. Just how has he pushed you and made you a better player?
I think if you asked anybody in the room, it's been such a good change of, usually it's you make one mistake, you're sitting for 3 or 4 shifts, and you get out of the rhythm of the game. And he's made it very clear that he wants everybody full of confidence, playing with each other, playing for each other. And that was his message right from training camp to me was, I think there's a little bit more in your game, with the puck, playing with it, instead of just chipping it out and making the safe play, maybe hanging on and getting it to the forwards in a better spot, just things like that. But he just wants everybody to be playing with confidence, and that's sort of his message every day. And we've had conversations, throughout the first little bit of the year, and the message has been consistent and the same. And he wants everybody in the room to get better, every single game, every single practice, and he has done a great job of building up that confidence in everybody.
Mark, I've been around you long enough to know you're a modest man. Maybe you're not going to sit here and brag and that kind of thing, but how much did you help just constant communication with Rasmus and just helping him where he maybe doesn't complicate simple situations and that thing? Was there a lot of constant communication both on and off the ice during your shifts and in between shifts?
There wasn't any more than it would have been with any partner. I think we just went in, like I said, just went in and did the same thing I did, and same thing I've been trying to do is stay confident and keep things calm and like that, and he's going to do him. He's, like I said, he's a great player, and it's right there. And I think the same message is when he's full of confidence. I think it's a good thing for him as well.
What is it like as a defenseman when you look at the schedule and you see Edmonton, Toronto back to back?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good challenge for us. I think both teams have a ton of speed, but so do we. And I think if we play like we did the first couple games of the season, where we were all over the teams and back pressuring, playing as 5, I think that's the only way to be successful against teams of that caliber.
You've always been good at minimizing mistakes throughout your career, but going up against a guy like McDavid or Draisaitl or Matthews or Tavares, how do you approach games like that against players like that?
I think you need to respect them for sure. They're obviously the best in the game, and if you make mistakes, they're going to make you pay. That's just the way that it is with them. But like I said, I think with defending as 5, that's the biggest thing. Rather defenseman, forward. If everybody's on board and committed to slowing them down, I mean, you know how fast those guys are, how good they are with the puck. If you defend as 5, I think that's really the only way to be successful against teams like that.
Sorry, Don just said you have a zest for life.
Okay.
What is your mood, I guess, at the rink? What do you try to bring atmosphere-wise?
Just enjoy our time here at the rink. It's gone by pretty fast the last however many years. You never know when it could be your last day in the NHL. So come in, have a good time. Whether you're winning, losing, try to make every day leaving the rink, like you had fun here. I think that's the way I've done it for the most part. Yeah.
And Kevin, they both mentioned you a bunch of the leadership group a lot over the past couple of weeks. I guess, do you see that as part of your role here, or is that just a natural
I think a little bit. I'm not going to try to change anything about myself or do anything too differently. Just be myself and try to keep things light.
Hey, have you ever talked to Rasmus Dahlin about the fact you guys got traded for each other?
Yeah, we did.
that
We
come
did.
up?
Yeah, at the Bills game, I think the first before the season started.
Did
we
you
went.
bring it up or he bring it up?
He brought it up.
Did you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did a little bit, but yeah, he brought it up. Pretty cool.
So what kind of what was that conversation like?
We just laughed, but he just brought up this. He wondered if I knew, and I said yeah. And it was just a quick little, yeah.
The other thing I wanted to ask you is you were here the first time, and you were here in Jack's rookie year when the team went 27 points up, and now life has circled, and you were here when Jack was traded. I mean, what kind of thoughts did you have last week when that all went down?
That's a good question. To be honest, it was, it was out of everybody's control here, and you saw things pretty much daily on what guys are speculating was going to happen. So I think by that point it was, you just kind of shrug it off. At that point, you've seen so many mock trades, everything, and when it finally happened, it was kind of just, yeah, we knew this was coming at some point, and it did happen, and we're happy to get the guys back that we did, and moving forward from that.
Was it better that it was done? I mean, was it becoming more of a distraction as the rumors started growing and getting louder and louder?
I don't think so. Like I said, I think for myself, if you see it every single day, I think it maybe even became less of a distraction because everybody thought that it was all made up or didn't know where they were coming from, the rumors or whatnot. But it's good that it's all done now.
You said when you got here, you're going to appreciate the fact that they're going to leave you and make you a defenseman, which is what you are, what you want to be. Has that helped you this year, not having to worry about, am I going to play forward, am I going to be in the lineup, but just to know you are going to be a defenseman?
For sure. I think that's that confidence goes back to that. When you're playing forward, D, getting scratched, you're certainly not diving into games full of confidence. You're kind of gripping the stick tight and, like I said, playing not to make mistakes, which is exactly the opposite of what Donnie's preaching to us. So I think big time that's helped so far.
Also, I thought about Rasmus. He can be unpredictable in some of the things he does. That's what makes him Rasmus Dahlin. Now, does that make it harder for you to read off him? Because you never know what kind of play he might have in his mind.
I don't know. That's a good question. We've only played together one game, and it was I didn't feel like there was any situations that he was unpredictable too much last game. Like I said, like what you said, it makes him a great player, and he's got all the tools, and I think his confidence is there. It's going to be good for him.
Thanks, Mark.
Good. Thanks, guys.